Iran is backing Hamas, Hezbollah. I mean, 70% of Hamas's finances comes from Iran. And I think this is really a coordinated test as well. When you think about it, President Biden has handled things very differently than President Trump did. With the Iran Accords, they were able to make a deal with 4 different countries in Israel. You never saw this type of invasion. But yet, this president, unfortunately, has shown weakness. He has lifted sanctions. He has issued sanction waivers for Iran. This has all contributed to what I think you're seeing today. And sadly, it started with the withdrawal in Afghanistan. And so you're seeing the different players all over the world test not just our allies, but test the United States. You can say the same thing for Russia's invasion into Ukraine. You could say the same for the aggression we're seeing from China in the South Asian Sea and other parts of the world that are in disarray at this moment.
Is there a way, and how can we? We've tried. I mean, 5 American presidents have tried to stop the terror funding from Iran. 7 presidents, we have given, according to the Middle East Research Media Institute, $15.7 billion to Iran in exchange for hostages. This goes back to the Reagan administration. There are sanctions against Iranian officials. The Treasury Department has done that, as you know. Is there a way that the flow of money that supports radical Islamic terrorism from the mullahs in Tehran can be stopped by the Western world?
Well, I thought President Trump made great progress there. I mean, he had this maximum pressure strategy that seemed to be isolating and starving Iran. And I thought that was what needed to be continued. And that's why so many of us in Congress were so disappointed when we saw the release of another $6 billion. Now, people can say that's supposed to be held specifically for humanitarian aid, but that's money now that is relieving Iran so they can spend their money to continue to sponsor terror. So that's why I say that this administration, unfortunately, has sent some really weak messages, and they placate our adversaries. And again, you saw it with sanctions being lifted on oil sales. You saw it with various waivers that allowed civilians to continue to work on nuclear efforts in Iran. This has all led to people believing that they can get away with this. And the other question that's being tested right now is, will the United States stand with its allies?